Hey buddy, it's Peter, and in this video we are going to review in depth the Kawasaki Jet Ski Ultra 310X. Now I know what you're thinking. I want to see this thing on the water, not some guy in a showroom talking about it. But what I'm going to do in this review is show you a lot of the details that they don't show you in some of the other reviews because they're too busy showing you, it whipping through the water. If you want to see this thing on the water, make sure you subscribe because I'm filming here at Jim Gilbert's Wheels and Deals, Jim Gilbert's Power Sports, and this is not the only video I'm going to do here. I'm going to be fully upfront with you. I am not a jet ski expert, but there are a whole bunch of people here that are. And my goal today is to show you things in this video that, again, other videos aren't showing you. And then if you have questions or comments or things you want to see, I'm going to come back. We're going to go on the water with this. We're going to show you it on the water, and we're going to make sure we really kind of fill out all the information that you want. So again, if you're interested in this, hit subscribe. We're going to do a future video on the water. But in this video, we're just going to show you some of the things that we can't show you if we're just zipping down the river. So let's get going with this in-depth review. So the first thing I want to talk about is just the general hull design of what this is. Again, showing you on the water is going to be one thing, but I think you should know that a lot of manufacturers can build something like a jet ski that goes over smooth water, and frankly, that's what some of them do. They just build stuff that's great for smooth water, great for small lakes, and that kind of thing. What's cool about jet ski is they make these for any type of water, salt water, fresh water, and especially for rougher water. And that's really what sets it apart from some of the other competitors is if you've got something that's only good on, mild ripples on the water, then yeah, that's great. But this thing can go out, you can have a blast in it. If the weather turns on you, whether you're in the ocean, whether you're in a big lake, a small river, wherever you are, this thing can handle it. And you've got a whole ton of power. So we've got this really advanced hull design, really made to go fast over really rough water, which is rare. And then you've got the motor in here. Motor's a 1.5 liter, give or take, but it's supercharged. And if you don't know anything about supercharging, turbocharging, anything else, supercharging, of course, adds extra power. We kind of all know that. Turbocharging is another option, but turbocharge has turbo lag. Supercharger is instant, which means you get absolutely monstrous power out of this, and it is an absolute blast. The thing with this model overall is it's built with a lot of the luxury features of the top end of the class, but it's designed to be fun. It's not just a spec sheet filler, it's designed from the ground up or the water up to be a whole lot of fun. So whether it's the engine, whether it's the hull, whatever it is, you've got that built in here for great performance. That's all stuff you know. That's all stuff you can see in the other videos. What I want to do is start digging into some of the practical details of this to show you things that you're not going to see in the other videos. So let's just start with some of the storage. So we're going to show you storage in a second. It's up here and it's up here, but I want to point out a couple things. This is not the fully top of the line version. The full next top of the line will have some driving lights in here. It'll have the stereo, which you could add to this, and it also has a backup camera, which again, you can add to this. So you're going to find some features on this that one maybe are missing from the very top of the line, but again, you've got the same hull design, so that's where your backup camera could go there. So there are a few features missing from this, and like I said, you can add them either as options or you can move up a trim level and get some of those involved, like in there as well. First thing I want to show you is just some of the basic storage here. So this is really nice because you can reach this from the cockpit area, from the driver's area here. So again, hard to show you this overall size of all these things, but good size storage right in here. You've got a nice gasket to keep some of the water out there. This one's open. We're going to go around the other one in a second. So just remember that the other one has an extra piece in here. We'll show you that, but that's kind of open. I'm going to open up the front here. Of course, this is more to be reached when you're at the dock, but of course, massive storage in there. Lots of storage, like really good. Again, hard to show you everything in there, but all the space you could possibly need. And of course, your fuel cap is right there here. So if you're driving this on the trailer, this is a driver's side fuel cap. So that's the same as many, many vehicles, especially any trucks or anything that you're gonna be towing this with. If you're towing this, the wet weight is just around 1,000 pounds without the trailer. And that includes pretty much a full tank of fuel, so easily towable by all kinds of vehicles. And same thing with trailers. If you're looking for a trailer, Jim Gilbert's Wheels and Deals, Jim Gilbert's Power Sports can set you up with whether it's a single trailer, dual trailer, whatever you need. We can get that all sorted out for you as well. I'm gonna come around the other side here and just show you that extra storage component right here. As we swing away this little tag there, I was gonna get that out of the way. All right, let's take a look. So let me go wide angle for a second here. So I'm gonna skew the view just to sort of get it here. But you have the same style storage container on this side as the other side. This is when I said I had something a little extra. If you would get the stereo, that would be in here, but without, you still have an extra sort of gasketed area here that is inside this gasketed area here. So this is a gasket and this is a gasket here. So you have that little extra space to put maybe your keys, maybe your wallet, whatever else you need. That just gives you a little bit extra water protection. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna hop on. There's a digital TFT display here, which is really, really excellent. We're gonna show you some of the features there. So I'm gonna take my shoes off and we're gonna hop up here on this and take a look at some of the features as we get up there. So I'm gonna approach it from behind to board it on this little stand here. But before we do, let's just take a look at what we've got back here. A whole bunch of little things. Obviously your tie downs for your trailer. If you're driving this in salt water, there's your rinse right over here. You can take care of all that, so you can clean out really quickly, whether it's salt water or regular water. And then you've got a nice little things here. So first of all, I'm gonna board with this, and I wanna show you one thing that's pretty cool. I'm gonna jump up here, put all my weight on it, and you can see that is all my weight on there, and it is easily strong enough on this boarding ladder to take care of all the weight. So I'm about 175 pounds. Obviously you can do even more than that. Then you've got extra little grips down here to get on, the grip here to get on, and then of course you have your little tow hook here. This thing can tow without any problems. It's got tons of power, and you can tuck your tow rope in underneath this area here. So you've got all that right there. Let's just jump up and walk across here. So I'm holding on to here, and it is a 3-passenger. Let's go full width there. So we're gonna go wide angle again, just to kind of show you. I'm gonna walk down the center so I can sit down on the seat and show you what it looks like here. Now, this might be a two-handed operation, so I might have to do this with some assistance here, but this is a tilt handlebar. I was gonna say tilt steering wheel, but of course it's not a steering wheel, it's just a handlebar. So let me just see if I can do this. I think, yeah, we're gonna have to second hand down there. All right, so we've lowered it down to a lower position, and there are several settings in between there, so that's something worth noting here. The other thing I really like here is you can see that there is a mirror right over here. Let's just zoom in back in again. Both mirrors are wide angle, and they're very well positioned. I am sitting farther back. I'm in the second of 3 seats right now, just to give you a bit of a view here. So the fact that I'm in the shot shouldn't skew your idea. You can see here, if I sit where I should be, you have a really wide view. There's Zach walking through the mirrors there. And Zach will come over here through the mirrors there probably. Oh, there he is. See, there he is. All right, well, Zach is one of the sales guys that can help you out, but those mirrors are really good, and again, both wide angle mirrors. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take the 2 keys. Now there is one key for a slower sort of learning key that of course slows us down and makes this reasonable for beginners, which is what I should be driving with, but because I'm indoors today, we're gonna use this key here, and bear with me, I gotta take a peek where I'm doing. All right, so we're gonna turn it on. It's gonna beep at us a little bit here, and this is when that TFT display comes alive. Now what I'm doing here, it's not a touch screen. There are handles down here, or buttons down here that I can use to control. So I'm gonna hit okay here. It's not angry, it's a little unhappy with me because I didn't start it. I'm doing you know, things on land as opposed to in the water, so it's sensing, hey, things aren't right now. Let's just see if we can zoom in here a little bit here. Oh, maybe we can come back, let's see, oops. All right, so we'll try to be as steady as we can here. This TFT display, first of all, screens don't film well, so I want to be clear that the clarity of this screen is fantastic. You can read it in daylight, you can read it you know, at nighttime, whatever you want. And there's all kinds of stuff here, some of which I won't be able to change without starting it up, and obviously sitting in the showroom here, I'm not going to start it up. But you've got good information. So you've got forward, reverse, and a neutral setting here, which you can tell exactly what position you're in, or what gear you're in, I guess, is sort of one way to think of that. You do have a compass over here. Compass is really just helpful on the water, just to get a sense of, you know, which way was home, which way is going out. And then you've got your drive modes here, your trim down there. We can try to adjust some of those, and your power mode. So let's just change your power mode down there for a second. FPO is full power, then you've got a medium, then you've got low, and then you've got slow, which is like a wake-free zone. You can do that, so you can play with that right there. Showroom here apparently is only 66 degrees, so it's a little cooler in here. Of course, that can be set to Celsius as well, if that's what you want. You've got a clock in there. Actually, that might be, yeah, sorry, that's oil temperature. Outside temperature is 68 degrees. So you've got monitor your engine, that kind of thing. And there's a number of settings you can cycle through here. You can also dig into a menu system where you can look at things like if you had the backup camera installed, you'd have your backup camera showing here. You can control all kinds of things right there. Coming down here, I'm just gonna show you the controls here. There's a start button out there. I'm not gonna touch that button right now, although it would not start right now if it's not set up to go. Let's just come right back out here, zoom out. Let's go full wide angle here. Down here, you can see your stop button right there. And then you've got your trim adjustments here. So you can adjust your trim right from your left side here, the mode button all there. Again, everything's easy to reach, simple stuff. And jumping across here, what I really like is you have your cruise control. So again, electronic cruise control, kind of set up the same way a motorcycle would be, very easy to use. And then if you look down here, you have your reverse and you can see that this is actually tied together. So you can get to it reverse, and you can help slow you down as well. And I forgot the name of it right now off the top of my head, but I'll flash on the screen the actual brand name of how this works, of course. So what that does is just allows you to redirect that jet and help you with parking this thing, help you with slowing down, changing direction, everything you need. Super easy, and you control it. Again, if I had the right hand on here, you could use your thumb. If I had my right hand instead, my right hand's on the camera, or you can use your trigger finger. So very, very easy to control. You're very in command. Down here, there are some cup holders out front there. You can see left and right. And of course, a nice clear view over the bow. Easy, easy to see. So let's just step back for a second. And again, we should show you some of the controls in here. Oops, it just shut itself off. There we go. It doesn't like that I'm sitting there on it without starting it up, so it closed down on me already automatically. But you have this control here, which is a select by pressing, and then you can also move through the controls there. And that's what's going to control this display. So really simple, easy to use, but a lot of good information in there. So before I talk about who this is for, let's just point out that there's a lot of things I didn't point out, and I will be doing that other video on the water with this, and probably someone else driving this thing, so you can really see what it's all about. But let me know in the comments below this video the types of things you want me to include in a future review of this, because again, watercraft and jet skis, it's not my first thing. It's not the thing I know best. Usually I'm a little bit better with the motorcycles. So I want to know what you want to know to make sure that we give you the information you need. So let me know that. But now let's talk about who this is for. Well, obviously, this is a premium unit. It may not be best for your first unit. The good way to look at this, especially me who thinks of motorcycles first, this is like your ultra superbike. This is going to be one of the fastest things on the water, and it is very accessible power. It's very easy to operate that full power. It will accelerate like nothing else. And of course, like we said, that hull design is that advanced hull design that can really handle that power and handle those waves, but that much speed may not always be for everyone. So you've got that slow key, so you can drop it in if you were teaching riders to use this. However, the performance of this is a lot, and that's a lot of fun for some people. For a lot of people, this is what they dream about. But it also gives you the option to take 3 people, take your towables, you know, you can take it out, and the whole idea of this is about all kinds of fun in a premium unit. Again, there is a step up from here, which is going to give you things like that driving light, a different color package. It's going to give you the backup camera standard. It's going to give you the stereo standard. Some of those things you can add to this unit, so you could equip this up if you just wanted the stereo on this, or if you just wanted that backup camera, little things like that, you can add, but there is another step up. But as far as the hull and the motor, this is as premium as it gets from Kawasaki, and of course, Jet Ski is a very well-known brand for a big reason. They are all about performance. The same way you think of a Kawasaki Ninja, that's the way you should think of a jet ski. These are awesome performance. So if you want to know more, let me know the kinds of things that you want to know so I can do some research, pull in some people here that are way more familiar with this than me, and we can make sure we continue to fill out this information, sort of a database of information on this, and we can make future videos to give you everything you need to know. Remember, I'm filming here at Jim Gilbert's Wheels and Deals. This is in the showroom right now. We are filming mid-March, and the showroom is packed with all kinds of things for summer. So if you want to get into this, you can make sure you reach out to them, and you can put your name on this and make it yours for this summer. Thanks everybody for watching.